thank you to everybody who's joined in so far. Um, we'll go ahead and get it going. I mean, the main story, obviously, Tennessee loses to Oklahoma. I mean, pretty simply, a game Tennessee gave away. I think that's safe to say. I mean, Oklahoma was not better. I mean, and we'll go into it. I'll tell you why I think that. They weren't better. They didn't even play that well themselves, and they still left Neyland Stadium with a victory. I mean, and that's something no one else can say but Georgia in the last 4 years. So it's pretty annoying. Jim, what were your first thoughts on it?
Oklahoma's defensive line is legit. I mean, holding Tennessee to 55 yards on the run game.
Hey, it was so bad. Yeah.
That's a tall task in itself. I mean, Joey made two very bad mistakes. Mistakes we haven't seen this year, other than, stuff that wasn't his fault. These were 110% his fault. But the team just can't play complimentary football, dude. I was tweeting it the whole game. It's offense is great, defense sucks. Defense is great, offense sucks. It's just like they could never put a complete game together. And the team has it. I mean, if they could have just put games together, they could hang with the best of them. But we don't have a kicker. You know what? Look, I'm not even hating on Max. Kicking's hard. I get it. But the kid can make normal field goals and all that. Cool. Big time field goals and big time games he can't hit. It just doesn't happen. So, but overall, it was whatever. Atmosphere was great, but they just couldn't capitalize. I mean,
I think the most painful thing is this is, like I started with, something we haven't seen since Heupel's first year. We lost to somebody other than Georgia at home. I mean, we've been money at home against everybody else, and then did that, whatever that was, on Saturday night. I mean, it's like you said, and I've been talking about it every Tuesday night, pretty much since the Mississippi State game. Like, this team, like you said, does not play complimentary football. I mean, and it's few and far between. I mean, and it's sad. I mean, I think that was the defense. I think they had one of their best games of the year, and then eventually in the second half they just got worn down because the offense just couldn't do anything. I mean, if the defense in the first half, they gave up one drive and they held them to a field goal still. Like the other, like I'm pretty sure all other 13 points in the first half came off of our turnovers. I might be wrong. It might be just 10. I know it's at least 10, but we lost that game in the first half. I mean, that's all there is to it. If we score on that drive where Sanders he didn't even really get blown up. He barely even touched the guy. If he just makes that block, Matthews is open for a touchdown on that RPO that they ended up forcing the fumble on. And that's just how thin the margins are. I mean, that play changed the game. And I have no idea how Miles Kitselman didn't get him down for 15 yards, and then nobody else was in the area. Like, I don't know what everybody else was doing.
Just tackle him, dude. Just tackle him.
Horse collar him. I mean,
hey, and can I point something out? And shout out Boo Carter, because you like my post about you being asked this year.
Did he really?
Guess what? Not a single defensive snap was played for Boo Carter, and what's our defense do? Play the best game of the season. Ain't that crazy? Shout out Boo Carter for liking that, because I hope you know your ass this year.
I don't think that's unfair at all. I mean,
muff punts almost every game, missed tackles.
The only thing that he's even been serviceable at is punt return, and
honestly,
even that's been shaky since he. Like the very first punt of the game, he almost gives it right back to him. It's like, oh my God. So
honestly, like at this point, dude, why don't you just sit out the rest of the year? Like, everyone knows you're leaving, just sit out.
I mean, I agree with you, but and I agree with you about Max Gilbert too. But I think those two things are
way down. Shout out Max. I actually like Max.
Like, yeah, I mean, I think it was Adam Sparks. He put up his percentage as like it's really good. But it's like you said, I mean, and that wasn't really a pressure Pat kicked. It was one he should have made, but it ended up mattering a lot. You know,
Yep.
it's just
Well, shout out to Tutu McGee over there on Oklahoma's kicking side. I mean, the kid, he's clutch. He won them the game. He won them the game.
3 field goals, won that. 4
three
field goals.
field goals beyond 50.
That you nailed it. And I think every one of them cleared the upright by like 2 yards less, but he made them out there in Daisy Dukes. He was nailing 50-yarders. I mean, whatever. But I was about to say it. Max Gilbert is probably the 15th biggest reason we lost that game, though.
You're right.
It's the offense, man. The offense is big play reliant, and when they aren't hitting big plays, when they're having to drive, they find a way to screw it up. I mean, I think that's the biggest story out of that game, and throughout a lot of the year too.
Look, and I want to go back to my Boo Carter thing. Is like the fact that you went to this coaching staff, whoever you got to go to get more money, and then not show up to practice, and then pretty much probably beg to be playing, and then just do performances like that. I don't like to call out players, but that deserves one. And if I'm anybody on that team that still wants to go out with some dignity, finish the season 9-3, 10-3, get him off my team. Like that would piss me off more than anything. Playing with we played sports in high school. That would piss me off. Get him off my team.
Yeah, I mean it's not even like he's contributing anything at this point. I mean, Dwayne Morris can return punts. I mean, it's
Stanley can return punts.
I don't even really care about that muff punt at Mississippi State anymore. That was off a left-footed punter right next to the sideline, probably looking upward to the sun. Throw him out there and then see what happens against New Mexico State. It ain't going to matter. So,
yeah.
But the only argument against that is he's been so good on, actually playing a receiver. You wouldn't want to see him get hurt. But Dwayne Morris, see what he has back there, and just
that kid's going to be a stud.
Yeah, but like I said, that it's really painful when I think we were the better team. Like I think we are the better team. We should have beat Oklahoma, and they didn't even play that good. They came in there, it was some ungodly amount of penalties, like 100 something yards of penalties, turned it over twice themselves.
We still lost.
And we only had 3 penalties, but we turned it over like we started the show with. Like you cannot do what we did in the first half and expect to win games against ranked SEC opponents. I mean, it's just all there is to it. Any
SEC opponent.
Yeah, really. It's crazy, but I want to go back to my big play point about the offense. Like you look at the Kentucky game, a lot of that was big plays, and Kentucky's not that good of an opponent. And then you look back at the Georgia game, a lot of that was big plays. The Alabama game, one of our 3 touchdowns was a big run from Bishop. Like if we have to go 8 to 12 plays on a drive, we either get stopped in the red zone, turn the ball over, or commit some stupid penalty. Like I think that's my biggest problem with the offense is they find a way to screw it up if they have to be on the field for more than like 7-8 plays.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more focused on the defense. Like, where was that all season? Like, and I understand Oklahoma hasn't been playing well on offense all year, but Farooq, that kid's gonna be a stud. I'm actually like.
Are you having a turn on your opinion on Mr. Farooq? Because I
mean, I've always liked Farooq. I thought he was always like just young and he had to learn. Yep. I think next year is going to be a breakout year for him. But I don't care. Turrentine, get him off the field. Like,
I mean, who else are we going to put out there?
No, I understand this season. Obviously, we leave him out there, but next year, I don't care Heupel needs to go get some guys because McCoy gone. Ricky Gibson could potentially be gone. Hopefully not, but he could be. Colton Hood could technically come back. I doubt he does.
I
So
think this is just a sophomore year, so I think he has one more year to stay.
well, no. I know he can, but does he? Because I mean, he was getting talked about being a first round guy, and he could probably still be second, third round.
Maybe. And you mentioned Gibson and McCoy, and I think, and we've already talked about Boot Carter. How much of this team's NIL allotment is not playing right now? And Gibson, McCoy,
Defensively, a lot.
Yeah, Gibson, McCoy, and Carter. You're probably talking about, I don't know, at least $3 million, maybe in between 2 and 3, but that's a part of the problem too.
Well, McCoy didn't ask for a raise.
Yeah, even though he's the one who deserved it the most as far as the returners.
No, I mean Ricky Gibson is a good.
He is.
Corner.
He is. I mean, he would have made a huge difference in these games that we've lost. I think.
Boot Carter's just whiny. Like he doesn't get his way. He's probably just doing the whole I'm crying thing. Like dude, I can't stand that. It's just like if you're gonna get paid, you better go play. Like that's what you're getting paid for. Like that's the only thing I can't stand about NIL is kids could literally do whatever they want. There's no like, hey, if you don't play, you're not getting paid. They're gonna get paid regardless. So
yeah, it's annoying. I don't know what else to say about Boot Carter at this point. I mean, it's like a 99.5% chance he's not on the team next year. So it's but just speaking on the defense from Saturday night, they played pretty well. They even to start the second half when it was 16-10, Oklahoma has the ball. We, get them off the field. Offense has one of their big plays. Staley breaks that tackle. Then we're ahead 17-16. We have that 3rd and 16 scramble from Mateer that we give up, but then Farouk forces that fumble. And here's where the game turned. We're down there probably 10, 12-yard line. That first play, Star Thomas runs down the sideline. He steps out 5 yards. I still think we should get that first down. Second play, it's like a 3-yard gain from Thomas. The third down call there, where we run a student body right, quarterback sweep to the right with Joey Aguilar against their front 7 that had been setting the edge all night. I mean, give me a break. Joey, he's been awesome this year passing the ball, but he's not known for speed. I don't know why we would have thought that would have been a good idea there. And then we end up punting, obviously, because he gets stuffed for a loss of 2 yards. They go down and score, and the offense can't do nothing the rest of the game and until the last 5 minutes. I mean, that's where the game turned, was that 3 and out where he ran it 3 times right after that Farouk fumble.
Yeah, does the game change if they didn't call Star Thomas out? I think so.
I do, but I also thought he was out.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying that was the people I was sitting next to, I literally said, I was like, that's it. That's the hook of the game. If we don't get this first down, that's going to change the game. And it did. It did.
Yeah, we would have been on the 38-yard line as opposed to the 17 or whatever it was. I mean, it was a huge break that went against us. I mean, inches away from at least pinning them deep, So, but after that point, the defense they couldn't stop the Mateer designed runs. A few slants got them, but for the most part, I pin this game on number 1, the coaching, and number 2, the offense just shooting themselves in the foot the entire first half. I mean, I don't think much more needs to be said about it.
Do we want to just say, like, please, Mike Ekeler come back yet, or?
The special teams, I don't think you can pin missing field goals on the coach, but
no.
To me, it's more the philosophy. Like how many kickoffs have we even returned this year?
Almost
It's less
probably
than 10.
less than this.
Yeah, and the punt returns have been okay. I mean, I don't remember one that was,
Boo
great.
Carter against the
East
School of the
Tennessee
Blind.
State, yeah,
Yeah, the School of the Blind.
and then against any type of actual opponent, it's mostly fair catches. I mean, the
Fair
philosophy,
catches,
yeah, the philosophy
muff
on
punts.
special teams is like just it seems like it's don't screw it up, which works when
Yeah.
it works when the offense is playing well and the defense is getting enough stops, but I don't know. How are we feeling about Tim Banks after Saturday night, Jim? Do you still feel the same?
Yes. You can't have one good game against a team that's offense hasn't been playing good anyway, and just be like, "Up, all's forgiven." Tim
Yep.
Banks is just not the answer. And again, this goes back to this is where my frustration is going to come out. Is this program okay with being mediocre? Because if you want this team to be and great, if we go 9-3 every year, great. That's better than where we were. I get it. You're going to be in a middle of the pack bowl game every year. Maybe playing for 9-3 next year might be different. You might be in the playoffs, but again, that you're probably going to be sitting at 8-4, 9-3, playing all those SEC teams all year. But anyway, you need to go get a hardcore defensive-minded guy that is just way more aggressive. Like Tim Banks is not aggressive at all. Like his meter in NCAA, the video game, is all the way down to passive. Like this dude does not like to blitz anybody. He likes to sit back and play 10 yards off the wide receivers. It's just I don't like him. He should have went to Middle Tennessee State, whatever school was hiring a head coach. And Josh Heupel needs to get out of the buddy system. And I'm not even mad at Joey Halzle because everyone knows he doesn't call the offense. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Tim Banks calls the defense. He's absolutely terrible at it. And we just gave him a dang contract extension, so that kind of sucks. And no, I just we need different coaches. Needs a change of scenery. I'm not calling for Josh Heupel's head. Obviously, I was trying to get some rage bait on Alex Golish, but honestly, like we need someone that's cutthroat, man. Like we just don't. Josh Heupel's just too nice to his buddies, and if he wants to be serious about winning, he's going to have to get rid of some of them. Like the only coach right now that stands well with me is Rodney Garner. That's about it.
I think that's how a lot of people feel. I would throw in Kelsey Pope and.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Kelsey Pope. Because go ahead.
Yeah, I was just the receivers this year have been pretty good. I mean, and two of them are guys that you recruited and have developed to what they are now, and then they're still sophomores. I mean, they're going to be here for at least one more year, and then if you can hold on to keys, I like what Kelsey Pope has done. But
you posted it though. Last year wasn't because of Pope.
No,
they sucked.
Yeah,
and hey, shout out Brew McCoy. I love you. Like no hate, no flame to Brew. It's just they weren't good.
No.
What's Caleb Webb doing right now?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said in the offseason last year about all the people who transferred out. I mean, they probably were fine with that. Like, and the youth movement in the offseason has worked for the most part on offense. I mean, the offensive line has been serviceable. The receivers have been a revelation. And I think when Brazel gets drafted first, second, third round, I mean, it's yet to be seen.
No, he's good. If he doesn't go first, I mean, he's other than Jeremiah Smith, he should be second off the board.
I agree. Well, I think Jeremiah has to stay one more year.
No,
I'm pretty sure this is his true sophomore season.
Are you kidding me? You had to live through another Jeremiah Smith year?
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, the youth movement has worked on offense. On defense, we were kind of forced into it with the injuries. And that's the only reason.
Injuries.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
You can't blame.
Go ahead. You're good.
No, I was just saying you can't really blame the players. I mean, they're playing like who would have expected Nathan Robinson to be one of your top guys this year? Like it just
Yeah. Yeah.
didn't happen. But and going back to the wide receivers real quick, those two, and I'm talking about Braylon Staley and Mike Matthews, they deserve a raise. And they better get one because if they even flirt with the portal, then I'm on Josh Heupel's ass because those
agree.
two have proved it. And if they're back next year, depending on who you got playing quarterback, that's phenomenal duo. Plus Travis Smith Jr. and Radarius Jackson and Tristan Keys. I mean,
Yeah. That Kelsey Pope has done a good job, but I was about to say the only reason, and I'm almost on board with you, Banks. I'm this close to being on board
you mean
with
this close?
John. I'm very close, but I've seen him coordinate a good defense before. I have watched Jamad McCoy be out most of the year, all year. Gibson, all but like 10 plays, and and then watching us just miss tackles. And I don't know how much of it is the scheme. I've seen him be able to wreak havoc. I don't know if I'm not more mad at Halsey and Heupel over what the offense has done this year. I think
mean, how can you be mad?
I think the reason you've lost all 3 games is because the offense has been bad in terrible spots.
Yes.
I mean, against Georgia, the defense gives you that fumble at like the 35, and you only get a field goal because you go 3 and out. And then against Mississippi State, I've been through this before. And then as far as Mississippi State goes, and then Alabama game, of course, the pick 6 that changed the game, and the safety, which was due to the offense messing up. And then this last game, man, just imagine if the defense was not holding in the field goals. I mean, they could have beat us by 4 touchdowns. Like, I am more, and this is what I think the biggest change that Heupel should consider is he needs to, and I don't know if he'd ever do it, but he needs to relinquish play calling to somebody. And I don't want it to be Halsey. I want him to go and get an office coordinator. That it's like you said, not his buddy. Go get somebody to call the plays because
Alex Golish. Go get Alex Golish back.
That might be a little unrealistic at this point. He'll probably get a good job with all these jobs open, but
which is going to suck because he's going to go to an SEC school probably.
It's very possible.
If not Florida, because I don't think Florida's going after Lane Kiffin. I mean, so is LSU. I mean, but Alex Golish will get one of these SEC jobs because I think Beamer's gone too. Like you're looking at 5 SEC schools. So, yeah. And again, that's the offense. Where's the tempo, dude? Like, it's like they do it for like a play. And I understand like when you get, but when Hendon was there, even if they got a 1-yard gain, dude, it was like boom on the line, go. Like,
yeah.
I mean, here it's like you get a 1-yard gain. Let's stop, guys. Let's not do it. That's where Heupel hurts you is when you're going light speed. Even when you get a yards loss, you're on the line again and you're going. That deep. When Oklahoma was getting their play calls and still being fine, I knew the game was over. Like, even when we were going tempo, Oklahoma would look, get the call, and they'd be down by the time they'd be going. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's what Oklahoma, like, that's what they rely on defense is like disguising what they're doing and, dropping out or blitzing when you don't think they're about to. Pressure coming from all over the place when they do bring pressure. I mean, I think that was part of the reason that Joey threw those interceptions. He just missed a safety in the middle of the field.
Oh, he said that in the post game.
Yeah, I mean, and if you were, I mean, in the 2-minute drill, you were obviously going tempo, but to me, the tempo it has to be more creative after a big play than run up the middle. I don't know how many times in that first and second quarter we had a decent play, a chunk play on offense, and the first down of the very next set of downs is no gain or 1-yard gain. Like, I don't know why we do that. It's very well documented that that's what we do after a big play is just run up the middle. I mean, that's just one of the many things that has to change. But if Heupel were to give up play calling, he might get better at clock management.
Dude.
And it's been a problem, not just this year, but I'm only go over this year. Into the Georgia game, whatever happened to where we false started and all that garbage, he takes a timeout, and then we kick it on third down. Thought that was dumb. That whole ending to that game, we were playing for a field goal. I think that was dumb. I think a play action pass there would have got us maybe a touchdown and at least a closer field goal. Into the Mississippi State game, that was terrible too.
Playing not to lose. That's what he does.
I mean, I don't even know if it's that. I just think he's too busy getting the next play call in that it just slips his mind that the clock's ticking. And
but again, though, that's also up to Halsey to let him know.
It's up to someone. I don't know if there's somebody whose job that is. Which
I think Halsey's just up there like coloring a coloring book or something. Like I don't even know what. Like dude has the most free job there is.
Yeah, and the end of the game on Saturday night, Kirk Herbstreit, and I have thoughts on Kirk Herbstreit for later after what he said on Monday, but Kirk Herbstreit is basically begging Josh to, get the offense going because we need that 2-minute warning. We need to score before the 2-minute warning. We need to at least kick a field goal before the 2-minute warning because it was only a 9-point game. We score right after the 2-minute warning, but it ended up not mattering. I mean, just the clock management, I think, would be a lot better if he was not worried about getting the play call in. I think give it a shot, Josh. I mean, and that's just one of the many changes that I think we got to make to take the last and most difficult step to take as far as programs go, which is going from really good to really good to great. And I think that's where the frustration lies throughout the fan base, where we stand right now.
I'm just surprised of how many people are so okay with being mediocre. Like like Danny White with his whole, hey, it's we're the everything school. No, we're the everything is pretty good school. Like I want football to be elite. I want men's basketball to be elite. I want men's baseball to be elite. Women's basketball, I want them to be good. But like your money makers, I hate to say it, sorry ladies, because I do love lady sports, but your money makers are the three men's sports. And and the only way to do that, I'm sorry, is give more money to the men's program so we can make them elite. Like baseball at this point is the only sport we have that's elite. Basketball, you're good.
Basketball's really making
football's not elite.
No, not where we
not even right close.
Now. No, after making the Elite Eight 2 years in a row, I might be on the verge of calling basketball elite, but we're still missing that Final Four. But you're right.
Go ahead.
The only thing that I would say for women's basketball and all that is if there was ever a school that you give money to ladies basketball and you make that a priority, it's Tennessee.
Correct. Again,
we showed the investment in the offseason. I mean, if you just watch the game tonight, I know they lost. There's talent all over the floor there. I mean, and that's because of the transfers and recruits we brought in. There's an obvious investment there, but I think the Kim. Let's learn how to win close games. And I know this is the first game of the year, but
it happened last year.
Let's learn how to win close games. But I think there's an investment everywhere in those four, big time sports as far as women's basketball, baseball, and football. But, it's just, like I said, the hardest step to take for all of them is from good/really good to great. And then that's what we're missing right now, especially in football. So, you want to talk about the national media trying to paint us as rednecks over these last 2 days?
You're talking about how we want Heupel fired?
Yeah, which is complete nonsense. Have you heard anybody say that they want Heupel fired?
I mean,
anybody.
my post may have initiated that I wanted him fired, but it was just rage bait. I was mad. I don't want Heupel to be fired. I think Heupel's a good coach, but until he gets rid of his damn buddies and goes and gets real coaches, and I'm not calling Tim Banks not a real coach. I just don't think he's there to make you elite. Go
Yeah.
get you a defensive guy that doesn't give a crap about offense. Go get you a defensive minded guy and try it. Like, please, like Heupel, if it fails, it fails. But
Yeah.
get the buddy system out of here and go get you some real guys. The only coach he's got is Kelsey Pope and Rodney Gardner.
William Inge might be good. I think
I like William Inge. I do like him. Great dude.
And I'll say this: a lot of people might disagree. I think William Martinez is good too. I mean, just what he's done with Hood and Gibson and McCoy. And I know
Hood was good. Hood was good before Willie Martinez.
Nobody really wanted him in the portal though, except us. Now you can't say the same about you can't say the same about Jermon McCoy in the last portal because A&M was after him too. So he was sought after, but
Hood's a dog though. Colton Hood is. Yeah, I don't credit Willie Martinez for Colton Hood being good. Yeah, you muted yourself. I was like, wait a second. But yeah, no, I don't credit Willie Martinez for making Colton Hood. I think Colton Hood was good beforehand. That's why Colorado was so upset about him leaving.
Yeah, maybe. I just think the work he's done with and even I mean Gibson was his guy. It wasn't a transfer, and then the work he's done with the transfers once they've gotten here, I think is commendable. I mean, and I think Ty Redmond's going to be really good too. He's played admirably in the time that he's been forced into. But
freshman mistake.
Say that again. Sorry.
Freshman mistakes. I mean, yeah, he's learning this year. He didn't expect to play the load he's playing. I mean, we didn't expect Ricky Gibson to be out all year.
Yeah, but going back to this, I don't know what. And for those who haven't seen the clip, Kirk Herbstreit basically said, "I heard some Tennessee fans saying it's time to talk about Heupel." It's like, don't think you did. I don't know why you would have heard that because I have not heard anybody say that. I mean, maybe 1% of the fan base wants to fire Heupel, and those people would be morons. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. And he wants to go on that whatever podcast it was. I think it was with Joey Galloway or somebody, and say not only should we not be thinking about firing, we should give him a 100-year extension. I think both those statements are really stupid. I mean, I know he was exaggerating the 100-year extension thing, but
we gave him an extension.
Yeah, he's well paid, and nobody's calling for his head. We just want better. We want to see change. I mean, he himself, I mentioned it earlier, he was crying about him not kicking a field goal before the 2-minute warning. That's what we're talking about. We want him to be better in game management, clock management, play calling. We want everything to be better. Nobody is saying to fire him. We want changes to be made to make the next step. That's all people are saying at the moment. And he wants to go in there and paint us all as rednecks. I mean, that really rubbed me.
Kirk's a loser, dude. Kirk's blocked me from 2 years ago, bro. You say one bad thing on his Twitter, he blocks you. He's a loser. And let me just tell you, there's some multiple teams that have guys on the sideline that are strictly for clock management.
We need one.
Yeah. Heupel needs a guy right in his ear going like, hey, you should call a timeout right here. Like,
yeah,
pay somebody.
That's why I want him to give up play calling. We need changes in a lot of spots, but I think that's the biggest one. And then also Josh Pate yapping about preseason expectations, saying, well, a lot of people had Tennessee at 8-4 or 9-3, so why are we angry? It's like we're allowed to think differently after we see the team actually play. Okay,
the team is good. This team was good, and this team could have went to the playoffs. Max Gilbert missed a field goal. We shouldn't even be in trouble right now. We should have won that game.
Yeah.
Second of all, Gunnar Stockton threw the best pass of his life. He'll never throw another pass like that again.
Yeah.
And you don't give that up on a 4th and 2, whatever it was. And I mean, you're looking at a completely different season if you don't miss that field goal and you don't choke at home. Like, you should have won that game. We had 200 more yards than them at half, and we were still losing.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like, the margins are so thin in the SEC. And when we lose games close to the same way in all three of the games we've lost this year, like I don't think we've been beaten without helping the other team this year. I don't like. It would have been a game in the fourth quarter, Alabama, if it weren't for that pick six and safety. It would have been we would have won the game against Georgia, and if we don't like do whatever we did in the first half against Oklahoma, it's at least a game in the fourth quarter, if not even a comfortable win. When you lose games due to by your own doing 3 times, we're allowed to be a little upset, Kirk and Josh. Okay, nobody's saying to fire him. We just want better. We want better than what we've been seeing, because I think Josh Heupel shoulders a lot of the blame for all 3 losses. Like,
he should.
That's all anybody is saying. He shoulders a lot of the blame for all 3 losses, and he needs to be better. So
the talent's there. The talent is there.
It's also coaching. It's also a lot of young talent. I don't know how many freshmen and sophomores have been playing this year, but it's a lot. It's a ton.
Can we do that real quick?
Yeah.
Let's do this real quick. The whole offensive line could come back.
Most likely they are going to come back.
Lance Hurd, maybe NFL.
Yeah, Lance Hurd might get a 3rd or 4th round nod. Maybe.
Ethan Davis, back.
Mm-hmm.
Van Dorsler, back. Deshaun Brain, back. Mike Matthews, back. Braylon Staley, back.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Smith, all the younger guys, Tristan Keys. The only thing that Deshaun Bishop, back. Peyton Lewis, back. Star Thomas won't be back, which is fine. Dwayne Morris.
Mm-hmm.
And then your quarterback situation.
Yeah, that'll be the biggest question of the offseason is what do we do quarterback-wise? But you have all this talent, so that's why we won't change. Like, we need to nurture this talent, because that's the reason we went with the youth movement in the offseason. And
let's do defense next.
Yeah, I mean, Isaiah Campbell, Ethan Utley, Spillman, Perlotti.
Hobbs.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton.
Jackson Moy, he could come back, correct?
I'm not sure on that one, but I mean, even if we have all these freshmen, we're going to hit the portal, and we've been pretty successful in the portal. Honestly, we may not get a ton of guys, but the portal.
Your linebacker room's back.
Yeah, and just talking about the portal again, like, we get a lot of guys. I mean, we don't get a lot of guys, but the guys we get are pretty good. Here, and I've done this exercise with Bryce Jim. Name our top 5 players this year.
Including Joey?
Everybody.
Joey, Mike Matthews, Brazel, Staley. I mean, do you throw Bishop in there? And you're not speaking like you're talking defensively too?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say Aaron Carter. I mean, he's your probably leading tackler, correct?
Maybe. I came up with Lance Hurd, Colton Hood, Brazel, Joey, Staley. And 4 of those guys are transfers.
No, you got to throw Mike Matthews in there.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking top 10, I mean, yeah, Matthews is in there for sure. But
I think Matthews is.
Matthews is awesome, and that's just another nod to the coaching staff for some of the good things they've done. But the point is, we hit a lot in the transfer portal, and the scouting in the transfer portal has been good. I mean, just look at the offensive line. Mo and Pendleton have made that a very serviceable unit. They might not have played well against Oklahoma, but I think our strategy and roster development, roster acquisition development, nurturing, whatever you want to say, has been pretty good.
It's spot on.
And that's why when you make the mistakes on game day, we are asking for better. And
yes.
Like, we have a bright future if this roster doesn't get blown up. I don't see a reason that people there would be a mass exodus. But
Well, my main concern with this team next year is who's playing quarterback. Number one, obviously,
yeah,
that's your biggest thing. And two is you go get a safety and you get some depth. You get some depth
two
to.
safeties.
Well, I don't know. I think Farouk. I think Farouk is going to be good.
You still need some depth either way.
Get Luke Carter off my team. Gone. I don't care where he goes.
Don't even worry about it. He's
Take that money and put it to some good use and get you a safety and get another corner because like McCoy's going to be gone. He could technically come back. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
it's not far. It's not as far fetched as people think.
If he's not able to like be confident enough to work out because he's still worried about the ACL, maybe he does come back. You know, because I don't think a lot of NFL teams would want to take a chance on him without seeing him work out off that injury. You know, but
that's the same thing as it's the same thing as Colton Hood though, because Colton Hood, if he comes back one more year, him and Ricky Gibson could be first round draft picks.
Yeah,
if they play.
Future's bright. We just want to see.
Yeah, don't get me started. I think this team's going to be. I think this team is going to be on a whole nother level next year, depending on who you could bring and who's going to be playing your number one guy.
Yeah. Like I said a little bit earlier, the whoever is going to line up at quarterback next year is the biggest story of the offseason.
Yes.
But
100%.
But the talent on the team is there. The youth movement is in progress. I mean, it's you've seen it this year. I mean, and maybe that's the reason we've lost some games, you know. Sanders getting whooped or whiffing on that guy changed the whole game. But that's your give and take when you're taking that approach, you know. And I said it in the offseason, in the preseason, we might see some freshman mistakes that loses some games, and I think we've seen that. But overall, the talent's there, the future is bright, and we just need the coaches to be better on game day. I don't care who they are next year. If he makes changes or not, they need to be better. And if he doesn't make changes and it goes south next year, he'll find himself.
That's when we start talking.
Yeah, that's when it ramps up. If he doesn't make changes, then we see and we're like 4-3 in October or at the end of October. That's when the heat will turn up for Josh. But the last thing I want to say about football, unless you have more stuff you want to get into, but I've seen a lot of people saying this, saying the season is over, just giving up on it. I think these last really two games, because you have a little sister of the poor coming to Neyland in 2 weeks. Vanderbilt and Florida. The difference between 9-3 and 7-5 or 8-4, when you're talking about going into the transfer portal, finishing in high school recruiting, just overall positive vibes through the program, is massive. Now, the season may be over for the playoffs, and I wouldn't debate you on that, but the season is not over for developing these freshmen more and getting yourself in a good spot to be viewed positively in the portal and high school recruiting. So the season is not over, and I hate to see people say that. I hope the team's not thinking that, because I don't want to lose to Vanderbilt and Neyland. I want to win in
the –
and to hell with him if he is. And I want to win in the swamp for the first time since I was 5 years old. Like, the season's not over. We have a chance to make something this season, even if it doesn't mean a playoff berth. So that really rubs me the wrong way.
Well, let me say something on that. Listen, I didn't play D1, didn't play any college sports, but in high school, I didn't care if we were 1-7. Like,
you're going hard.
You don't want to lose. Second of all, you had Diego Pavia talking all this shit, and I'm talking to you, Tennessee football guys, because listen, you're probably not going to see this, but you have all this little bitty guy talking all this shit about your state being his. Ain't going to happen. If I'm on Tennessee, I am running through a brick wall to destroy that kid.
Yeah.
And not only that, go beat Florida in the swamp. No one's done it. You know how, listen, if you could end this game, end the season 3-0, win your bowl game, and the future is so bright. I mean, you're looking at a team that everyone but your quarterback on offense is coming back. And the defense, pretty much everyone's coming back too. I mean, the guys you were missing aren't coming back. So
the guys who would be leaving on defense, we probably want to see leave anyway, like Turrentine and
yes,
a lot of this season. I think T-Lander's still a junior, but he hasn't been great.
No,
This season.
T-Lander's back. I love T-Lander. I think he's got the heart, and he's thinking like me. You're not coming into my stadium. You're not coming into my stadium and talking all that shit. And listen, and I'm getting hyped up on it, and it's like 3-4 weeks from now. Like, if I'm on that team, I've circled this game, and I've got a dartboard of Diego Pavia in the dang locker room.
Yeah.
Like, you don't talk about my team like that and get away with it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. And I pray to God the team is feeling the same way you are about the Vandy game and the Florida game. So it just
Florida, I don't even know like what they played Georgia good, and
yeah,
Florida's a good ball team. Like, their defense is good. Lagway is a good. He's a good quarterback, but Tennessee could beat anybody. I understand they didn't show it last Saturday, but the team's good. It's just like you said, between coaching and the little mistakes.
Yeah, I mean I'd say, and a lot of teams could say this, so it might sound like cope, but if you change like less than 5 plays this season, maybe even 1 per game, Tennessee could easily be undefeated or 8-1. So it's
you're not wrong. That's
it kills me when people just give up on a season because we're not going to the playoff. Like, there's more things to play for than just the playoff when you're talking about a football program. And I know the main goal is getting to the playoff and winning games and all this, but especially when you have as many freshmen and underclassmen as you do, you can't take for granted 4 more games to get some good things done and build momentum for the future. So that's about all I got on football, man. I don't know if you want to go over anything else there before we
I'm going to start cussing people out.
All right, well, men's basketball. Men's basketball, I'm glad to have him back. I know the first game was not the greatest display of basketball you've ever seen. 15-point win against Mercer, 19 turnovers, and then you gave up a lot of offensive rebounds that, a lot of them were the type of offensive rebounds where it bounces over the guy boxing out's head. A lot of them were we were just not boxing out. We were standing around looking at the ball. But overall, I thought it was a good start. You just got to cut off them damn turnovers, man. So
let me put it this way: Nate Ament, he's going to be legit. Mm-hmm. It's going to be sad that we only get 1 year of him, because him developing, that kid's going to be an absolute monster in the NBA eventually, and he's legit. Jacoby Gillespie, whatever you say his name, legit. He needs to slow down and take control of the game and play his game, dude. Like, you could tell how good he is. Like, incredible. And I mean, our front court is stout. Yeah. I mean, Estrella being back, huge thing. Phillips and Carey looked like a I'm not scared puppy, but like, it wasn't him that the guy I remember when we played Vanderbilt. Like,
yeah.
And I think he's going to get there. I'm not saying he's not. I think he's going to get there. I think it was the first game thing. I'm kind of watching the game. I was pissed off, but as thinking of it, Ryan did calm me down a little bit, saying, the whole first game thing. But like, that front court's going to be something. And when Rick's definitely into him after that whole game being so messy, because Tennessee should have won by 40. Yep. And the offense looks a little bit staggered. I mean, it's a Rick Barnes offense. It's not meant to be anything special, but when you got guys like Gillespie and Ament, you should be running plays all game for them too. Like, that should be your game plan. Like, I'm okay with Gillespie taking 15 threes because that dude could shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as his shot, starts falling, and every player goes through slumps, and I wouldn't even call it a slump after the 2 times we've seen him, but his shot's going to fall, and I think the the whole first game and just the minute distribution pretty much told you how Tennessee was viewing it. I think 11 players played more than 10 minutes.
Can't have it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I think these next until you get to the Thanksgiving tournament. Until you get to the Thanksgiving tournament in Vegas, where you're playing Houston, I think these first few games are. Let's see who wants to be a part of this rotation. Let's find the roles for everybody who's going to play, and I think those minutes will you'll even them out to 8 to 10 guys who are going to play the bulk of the minutes. But like I said, you got to find your roles. Gillespie's shot will start falling. Ament will continue to get comfortable. And I think eventually JP Estrella will be in the starting lineup. I mean, as soon as he came in the other night, and John Reed said this today on his radio show, as soon as he came in last night, we started scoring. Like he's a pretty good player for playing that 4 spot. I mean, he put in some points. He had some good passes. So I think eventually he'll start. And again, I said it last week, the biggest question is who's going to lock down the shooting guard spot. I mean, I don't expect Bishop. Yeah, I don't expect Bishop Boswell to start all year. I expect him to play. He played some. He's pretty good at defense, just based on what I've seen so far. But you're gonna have to put in more than 5 points if you're going to be a starting shooting guard. Like it is what it is. So
he reminds me of
who?
Meshack. Come off the bench and play defense.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, he's good at it. I mean, just like I said, based on what I've seen. But he only shot twice, 5 points, 8 rebounds, but the defense was there. And Rick Barnes loves defense, so that's probably why he's starting at this point. But Dwayne Brown continues to look good. And like you said, the whole front court, I mean, to have 5 guys that you can put in and out.
Depend on. You're depending on them.
I mean, and just think last year, as soon as JP goes down, you're down to Okpara and Phillips, really. I mean, if Rick Barnes I don't remember having another post. I may be just forgetting somebody, but another 5-man, I mean, but we're short there, and we've been thin there a lot of Rick Barnes' tenure, and I think having 5 guys is going to help. I mean, even if only 3 play on a given night, just having that in case of foul trouble or somebody just doesn't have it that night, it's going to be important. So, any more thoughts on them, man?
Nope. I'm going to keep my thoughts to myself until it happens again.
Yeah, I think they'll look better and better as soon as the more they play together and find their roles. I mean, it might be a situation where we kind of just sashay our way through the non-conference and just win maybe one of those 3 big games, and you get to conference play and you start to figure it out, and you're in the tournament and in a good position to get something done. But it might take some time, but you can see the potential for the team and the talent that the team has for sure. So
yeah, for sure.
As far as the ladies go, we've kind of already talked about it. It's kind of the same story. I mean, you can see the talent, but it might take some time. I mean, it was a tough first game to play a top 10 team, but like we said, Kim, let's win some close games this year, please.
The freshman moment couldn't have come at a worse time at the end of the game. And Mia is a great basketball player. Yep. She has a lot of upside, but Tennessee listen. The lady team, they just last year. It's like they were in every big game. They were never. We talked about it. We could have won 5 big games by like a handful of points, and that you let NC State go on a 25-8 run to start the second half. That's not gonna help any cause. And then for them to shoot a 3, you give up an offensive rebound, and then to not foul them for 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's bad.
That hurts you. And the game could have been, you could have at least took it to overtime and whatever. But again, I think Kim's a great coach. I think this team will learn from it. again, I'm going with the, hey, this was the first game of the year against a top 10 opponent. You lost by 1. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. It might be the same story as the men where it's going to take time, but I think eventually they're going to be a pretty solid group and compete for a Final Four. I mean, the talent is there, and it's tough that you had to dismiss probably your best player because she just is doing stupid stuff. But I still think that they can be a really good bunch. So, any more thoughts tonight, man?
Nope. Future's bright. That's all I can say.
As long as we make the necessary changes, the future is bright.
If he
So,
makes the.
yeah, we'll see. We will definitely see. But go Vols. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in. If you missed it, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
Sub to the YouTube.
Yeah. Sub, leave a rating, leave a like. Do whatever you want to do. It's free. So
It's free.
go Vols.
Go Vols, baby.